Abusia, a man penny John the money Mahama, Atu Kokomu, Amakuya Fono, and Ijaba Fever Papa. Hi, General Fair TV, Facebook, General TV, YouTube, no subscribe, General TV, Facebook, and TikTok, no idea what the cheap. And take my penino, Atu Kokuma Kuya for, and Ijaba Fee, Kevin Taylor, your boss, your BBA, or Churchill move with them, Yanko, your boss, on your munchilo. Come home, who we are, for the platform, I share you do not like it, my clown, Yanko tea. Enjoy.
Government increases producer price of cocoa from $3,100 per ton to $5,040 per ton. Now, people were saying, say, and this you're buying, say, my quote bibia in dollars. MPP for the Omabon and Obi de say kojo pon kroma. Me hu say oye de bebre nipono no hye ne to. Kojo pon kroma under MPP no per deputy finance minister. Ekufuado 1 we nya, Ekufuado 2 we nya, anything at the latter part of Ekufuado no ne bufu ye no. Because he was following Oforiatta around like a pet. He thought he was going to be made deputy finance minister. And my friend Kajen said, "I know what form he cannot be deputy finance minister." So I was studying Ekufuado 1. Kojo Pon Kruma, he was basically shadowing Ken Oforiatta. Baby I can be kubiano di echiri. Even when they were preparing budget, not the deputy finance minister, Kweku Kwatina Wenya throat cancer, Obuasi West MP, no Jimmy, he was put on the sidelines. Kojo Pon Kruma Dems were the ones preparing a budget. Yeah, I know what I'm telling you. At a point of time, so Jimmy, they cannot allow him to come into the circle. Into the latter part of Ekufuado, Kojo Pon Kruma stepped back because he was disappointed. Later, I'm command Kwasi ministry be. That is how it ended. Now, the NPP followers who are not intelligent and smart, NPP followers, majority of them, they thrive on sentiment, tribalism, foolishness, and anxiety. Anxiety, will be also a suspect. That's their problem. Now, the reason why, when the finance minister today spoke about cocoa pricing, almost say, cocoa pricing now, there is the foreign aspect of it, and there is the local aspect of it. So you can't foreign pricing cocoa saoko amanonia send ye tono no. It means amanone tono ye tono the dollar mu. Now uba if you send ye tono na ye tono the ye tono cedis. Now there's a difference between a bag of cocoa and a ton of cocoa. Majority of farmers from Ghana no they are able to produce bags of cocoa. And Ghana as a country no we sell tons of cocoa to the foreign market. When you are talking about tons of cocoa, you are talking about huge number of cocoa that you don't sell in Ghana, that you take to the foreign market, that at the end of the day, it's only dealt with in dollars. Now, when you are talking about bags of cocoa, then you can price the cocoa in the local currency. And NPP before Tiasia, Kojo Pon Kruma say, or Jimmy, or say, Adentina, NDC are buying and the almost pricey cocoa in dollar. No, the NDC are buying is trying to let you know the distinction between the cocoa that we are selling outside on the foreign market and the cocoa that we buy locally. Into the cocoa we buy locally, you know, and you the 128 Ghana at bag biaso. And a cocoa na you turn abontino, you turn a world market no, you turn cocoa world market so citizen. We quote it in dollars. Into our chair will say there's a distinction between the two. Anything at all force they release this statement, you know. Say when we are talking about the ton of Ghana, a bag, and if you are for a 128 Ghana cedis, a 30 Ghana, no 1,200 area to so. Now a bad year, yajini in Aleko brochi, akotona, because your ton bronica semno, inti or bond $1. That is the distinction. Actually, wait, Jimmy. Into MP before Argentina, but there was something that the NDC government did in opposition. John Mahama can be in opposition. Oka say oba abemua. Eye cocoa na ye ton amanoneno. 70% obi make sure say senior Ghana ye beton 70% amana reflect to ekuafo adwumadiem no. Saa na Ghana for ye be den ye beton no. Na mumia nkotie John Mahama in opposition ye wi ane atoa so. This is John Mahama.
When it comes to cocoa production, Western North is a leader. Indeed, the people of this region are the backbone of Ghana's cocoa production. But I'm aware of the hardships our cocoa farmers face. Low prices, inadequate extension services, and delays in the distribution of cocoa inputs. And so let me be clear today, we will ensure our commitment to pay our farmers 70% of the world market price of cocoa. The sweat of our cocoa farmers deserves dignity when it comes.
Mutie John Mahama in opposition can say Ghana for say or say world market price no or bet 70% of world market price. Inti say ato for say world market price no a jumpy from a year 3,000. Omo moving free 3,100 to 5,040 or Chelsea world market in a dollar a tons. Untumi so cocoa America and for bottom yensanko. We have tons of cocoa to be able to sell cocoa on the world market. Yento cocoa or world market in shillings. It is bought in dollars. It is a ukoti a world market price in dollars. And it's in our share statement now to force the buyer now. The local part of it bottle na to free cocoa for no or stating in cities. Now, mumienko tie cocoa board boss randiabe or the enchechirimuno ema yende ewia ne atoaso.
Therefore 70%. That is what the NDC promised in the manifesto. That is what President Mahama promised recently when he went out there. He met the farmers, he told them 70%. And the 70% we know is the highest in that bracket of 60 to 70.
Yeah.
So you will see, say, the farmer share has moved from $3,100 to $5,040 almost $2,000. So the question is that prices are dropping below 8,000. Prices, cocoa prices are dropped below 8,000. But yet to me, FOB of 7,200. How come at time prices nowhere in their 9,000s no?
Now FOB near under
4,850.
4,850.
How?
But Randy maybe when see no, so we share FOBCC 7,200. Mama farmer no share of 5,040. That's
US dollars rounded to 40.
That's 5,040 US dollars.
Yes.
Good. And my farmer no 4,000.
Omo declare 4,850.
850.
And my farmer no $31
dollars.
Yes.
$31.
$3,100.
And then $3,100 no.
Yes.
And in the area no munya CD of 3,100 Ghana cedis
so
for bag.
So $3,100.
Okay.
Times 16 cedis.
Times 16
that was the exchange rate.
Okay.
And no amount of 49,600 for a ton.
Okay.
Now divided by 16, we'll give you price per bag.
Okay.
And about 3,100 cedis per bag.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Inti adena momu diena sisi a farmer share of the FOB no was strong.
Yes.
But multiply by US dollar rate of 10.25.
Yes.
Now the ubenya no watch him 16.
Yes.
Now the amount price per 64 kg.
Yes.
But why didn't we see a difference, big difference in the price per 64
You don't see a big difference because the exchange rate, the Ghana cedi,
are performing
here. So you are comparing 16 to 10.25. So almost 6 cedis is shaved off the dollar. Almost 6 cedis. So you are talking about like 40% plus in terms of the performance of the currency. So assuming the currency was 16 with 5,014, about 80,000. 80,640 cedis.
India no divided by 16 no.
Yes. Intika 5,040 no. Say Ghana cedi to dollar no. Still 16 cedis and about 80,640. Now dividing it by 16 and then you get the bag
price
which will be like 5,000 something. What did I mention? I say?
Into where farmers are getting this rate because of the good performance of the seed.
Yes, because it is always, you see, you sell the thing in US dollar. Cocoa near ton of dollar. Outside.
Yes.
Dollar near ton. You say oil, near ton of dollar. Timber, near ton of dollar. Until it is the dollar value multiplied by an exchange rate that will give you your cedi value.
Yes.
So you have the FOB as a factor in US dollars. Then you have your exchange rate as a factor.
Yes.
Into the US dollar FOB no the percentage and now the farmer no.
Yes.
It would see some percentage is in dollars. No, I'm multiplying by exchange rate, prevailing exchange rate. O multiplier and a price per ton, price per bag in cedis because you pay the farmer in cedis. But you arrive at 49,600. No, it was arrived at on the basis of a dollar value. 3-1 by exchange rate 16 to give you 3-1 and 49,600. Say you know because of the improved FOB value 7,200. 80 farmer also 70%, not the 63.9. 70% of a higher value. So that is why in dollar terms you see say the value is almost $2,000. But then you come and multiply it by your exchange rate, which will give you the CD value. So that's how it is. That's how it's done.
Obi
it will share BBR. Let me just show you something.
That's fine.
Osha, something significant happened from Yanfan is second quarter when the CD dropped up to about 10.3. You know.
Okay.
Nanka, I was say Yama farmer no 10.3 times 3,100. 18 price per bag now was say about 1,970. And price per ton I say about 37,000. But government insisted, said no. We can't do that. 80 near Dahu Emma farmer no 49,600 and 3,100 per bag for close to 5 months. So government was actually subsidizing a bag of cocoa by 1,114 cedis every bag. So farmer share no by virtue of maintaining the 49,603 no farmer share no move from 63.9% to about 99.80%. So you virtually didn't have any space for any other thing. No margins, no fees, no farmer support, nothing. So farmer share, because 4,850 now you needed about 4,800 to be able to give the farmer the 3-1 and the 49,600. So government of Ghana subsidized it until the 24-25 season ended. Yes. Because instead of 3-1
Obi on Tiasio. We share answer on Tiasie. MPP ni bia ni obetuma chachade we must be around the Abbey chechim no. As much the honest truth is me, I don't really like Randy Abbey that much, but his job there, he's delivering. Enti MPP mo no bia ni nyanso obetuma chechim mu say Obi o to on theater MPP as a political party obi no obetuma yes sign chechim we, but the substance of the whole thing is that John Mahama promise opposition say sa world price na ye ton cocoa no sa world price no and no the mama farmers and all the amomo o how no saying e bona John Mahama share in opposition with this one